Hi, Star Fam. Welcome to another reading. So I was recording and clipping along there, and I don't know why, but the camera shut off. So hopefully that won't happen this time. I'm just gonna go over what I pulled so far, and then we'll get into the rest of the reading. I feel this one was the first one that came out. I feel my way into faith one step at a time. And this one, feeling good, will bring me far more than whatever I thought I needed. This one, release. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. And this one, whoops, spirit guides. I open my heart to my guides and trust in the wisdom they share with me. Okay, and then for the Keepers of the Light card, I pulled El Moria, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. So let's read that. And I've never heard of El Moria, but he looks like a pretty cool dude. If you've heard of El Moria and you have stories about him, you can leave them in the comments below. All right, 34. El Moria, Awakening Presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. About. Okay. Sorry. El Moria is a spiritual name that was given to protect the identity of Ranbir Singh, a spiritually aware man born into a powerful family that ruled Kashmir, a region in the Indian subcontinent, in the 19th century. It is said that he interceded both spiritually and physically to stop the British invasion of the region in 1845. This wise soul is now able to help us remove any energy from our life that is not serving our connection to God. He is a wonderful guide to call on if we are unsure if something is real or not. He helps awaken our I am presence, which is our truest connection to our soul and to the universe itself. And then the extended message is spiritual protection is important at this time. Ensure that you are cleansing your energy before putting on protection. El Moria is here with the Legion of Angels to help you understand where you are at now. Fire up your divine connection to detach from dramas, people, places, and emotions that no longer serve you. Remember that within you there is a mighty soul light. Allow that light to shine through your entire being. Then call on El Moria and his angels to surround you in a light that will keep you safe on all levels. Also know that facing fears and seeing the truth will strengthen your connection to the universal life force. Cool. El Moria, Awakening Presence. All right. I hope everyone in the Star Fam Collective is doing well, that you're happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise, that you're making it through the winter in the northern hemisphere and the summer in the southern hemisphere, and you are enjoying your season. Okay. So, why don't we get an Archangel and Gemstone Guardian card, and then we'll start taroting. Tarot up a storm. All right, God, will you give the Star Fam Collective a Archangel and Guardian card for today? Archangel Raziel, I see through appearances and bravely follow my intuition without hesitation. Illusions fall away in front of me. I am grounded, focused, and courageous. I am willing to take chances and try new things. And the stone is Pterocyte. Pietersite? Not sure. Are you aware of everything that is going on around you? Take the time for some inner reflection. Improve your ability to notice when people are true to their word. Everything is not always as it seems. Have confidence in your intuitive sight. Cool. Put that one here. Stick it. Alrighty. No. I don't know why it's not staying. She goes. Alright, let's tarot. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Glad you've joined me. Going to get some messages from God and Spirit. See what is going on. We should know. All right. Okay, what messages from the tarot does the Star Fam Collective need today, God? What do we need to know? Let's grab these ones. Please only give us messages for the Star Fam Collective. Oops. We got the Queen of Cups. So, Ace of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, Queen of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. Alright. World. Let's get one more. Oh, two more. What's this? Two of Swords, Five of Swords. Okay, one more. Let's do things in threes. I'm not sure why. Okay. Alright, Nine of Wands. Okay, so why I said it like that? That was really weird. This isn't a three. I need one more card. Here we go. All right. So it looks like the collective or someone in the collective is experiencing either a loss of security or worries about security, perhaps in regards to a Queen of Cups, which is probably someone in the collective, loving, creative, kind, generous, nurturing, all those great things. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles, the World, and the Two of Swords. So long-term security, cycles completing, blessings. An indecision or self-imposed isolation, taking a moment. So the collective or someone in the collective could be experiencing, this is really weird, endings or new beginnings. I mean, I'm feeling a new beginning instead of an ending here, but the Two of Swords has me a little stumped. Maybe the collective or someone in the collective needs to take a little time out to just reflect or decide something. I mean, it could be a decision between two things, but it feels more like a closing out of the distractions. This is what I'm getting from this card. Closing out of the distractions. Perhaps to move on to a new version of the Ten of Pentacles. And then here we have Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So maybe the collective or someone in the collective is moving forward with passionate action after dealing with a battle of some kind. It doesn't have to be like a war or a physical battle. It could be conflict. It could be people coming against you. It could be dealing with difficult people. I mean, there's all kinds of ways that Five of Swords can present itself, but the Four of Cups is giving me sort of a no thanks energy. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit mysterious. All right, let's get some more clarification here. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Death. So, all right, can we get another card for the Ace of Pentacles? I'm not sure if I called it the Ace of Swords. If I did, forgive me. Sometimes my brain makes mistakes. How about this one? Okay, so we have Ace of Pentacles, Death, and the Ten of Wands. There may have been something that the collective had to release, let go of, change, or move on from. Let's get some clarification for Nine of Swords. Got the Nine of Cups, but it came out reversed, so maybe there's some kind of nightmare or worries or anxiety or despair or bad memories or bad communication that has something to do with either being uncontent, dissatisfied, unhappy, or too much self-content, like ego, delusional self-righteousness. Could be too much consumption. This is a lot of energy, though. The Ten of Swords against the Nine of Cups reversed. It could be deep regret. Kind of crossed. The Three of Wands. So someone in the collective or someone in the collective is perhaps experiencing some kind of anxiety, fear, worry, nightmare, something that is mentally troubling, to keep you up at night, that kind of thing, that perhaps there was something that turned out wrong or lost in the sauce. That's what I'm getting. And then there's either waiting for it to change or the anxiety is about the future and the things you were expecting in it. All right, Queen of Cups. Let's clarify Queen of Cups. Have Five of Wands reversed. So coming out of an argument or disagreement with yourself or others, or a very bad disagreement with self or others. I think it's coming. I'm getting the fighting is over, or the fighting is ending, or something. And then here we have 8 of Swords, but it's reversed, so no longer feeling trapped is what I'm getting from this one. All right, can you clarify 10 of Pentacles, please? Judgment reversed. And Knight of Swords. Just gonna keep going. I'm not even gonna try to figure that out right now. The World. We have the Empress. Whoops. Oh wow. Just totally popping on here. We have Queen of Swords. She came out with the 4 of Pentacles. I'm gonna put that back. So maybe I'll finish this and we'll just see. Let's find out together. So we have the 4 of Wands and Temperance. Okay. So what I'm getting, sorry for the pause, I just really wanted to think through what's been happening so far. So the 10 of Pentacles, clarified by Judgment in the reverse, and the Knight of Swords, is giving me that someone in the collective, or the collective, either had or was focused on this 10 of Pentacles. You know, wanted not just the bag, but wanted like a lifetime of wealth, or a lifetime of abundance, or a lifetime of stability in the material world, something like that, you know. It's giving me, and this is really weird, but it's for the collective, but I mean, we're surrounded by, you know, karmics and stuff too. Interacting with them, and them interacting with us, sometimes even when we don't know them. You know, there are probably karmics all over the world trying to interact with starseeds and light workers, and the starseeds and light workers might not even know them, or might only know of them, or might barely know them. Might have met them in passing once. Smiled at them wrong somehow, I don't know. But so what I'm seeing here is this was a focus. The Judgment reversed is giving me poor judgment. I'm getting poor judgment. And then the Knight of Swords, it's kind of a weird energy in this place, but I think what we might be seeing here is this 10 of Pentacles, this dream of long-term financial, material world stability and abundance, wealth, all those things, those pentacle things, has been affected by poor judgment, either by someone in the collective or someone the collective is dealing with, which might be more likely. And then that person, whoever has had the poor judgment, part of the poor judgment was rushing in with the words, rushing in and saying something, rushing in and mucking up a situation, something like that. The World, the Empress, and the Queen of Swords is giving me that after this situation, the universe or God came in and cleared it out and ended it and provided the collective with a new beginning, a beautiful creative new beginning. And that allowed the collective or someone in the collective to step into, what they're really supposed to be doing with their time, instead of dealing with, arguing and fighting and upside down people and being bound up and, not speaking the truth or seeing it, or, fighting illusions or whatever else was going on. That's not really what we're here to do. I mean, that's part of, we have to deal with a lot of that as divine beings, but that's not our purpose. Our purpose is to create. We're here to create. We're here to build the new earth. We're here to start things and nurture them, as an empress, as an emperor, as both, because we all have divine masculine and divine feminine inside of us. They allow us to play in a bunch of different situations and fill a bunch of different roles, right? Like when you're a parent and you have to be strict, it's your inner masculine. When you have to be nurturing, it's your inner feminine, right? But you need both in order to be an effective parent. So the end of this cycle has led to this flourishing, this blossoming, this creative growth, right, of the collective or someone in the collective. And it is being communicated by clear boundaries and effective communication. So that is the collective moving forward. And we have this Two of Swords. Then we have, that's clarified by the Four of Wands and Temperance. I'm getting that this pause to think it through, maybe make peace with the past before moving on to the future, it is going to lead to, or has led already, because everyone's on a different timeline, to this kind of 11-11, Four of Wands, stable new beginning, something to celebrate, right? Something to celebrate. Could be romantic, doesn't have to be. And then Temperance, so it's all watched over by the angels. They are making sure that everything is just right. That's the divine timing, again. All right, now let's clarify this Five of Swords. What do we need to know about the Five of Swords? What does the collective need to know? All right, we have the Five of Cups. One more, God. Keep flipping. I pick this one. And Heartbreak. So, it's pretty dark. All right, what about the Knight of Wands? We'll come back to that. Knight of Wands. Oh, no, the Hangman in reverse. How's he going to learn his lesson? You can't learn if you're not upside down with all the blood rushing to your head. And then we have Ace of Wands. Okay. And the last, the Four of Cups. Please clarify the Four of Cups. Okay. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Emperor. All right. So what I see here is this new beginning that's happening, right? It either has in the past, it is in the present, or it will in the future require careful selection of how you want to use your time and resources. So there has been in the past for the collective, either as a whole or, an individual, one of us in the collective, there's been this long battle we've been going through with the Five of Swords, but the battle is over. The remorse and regret is being assessed, and the heartbreak or hurtful words or actions, or disappointment, it could be disappointment too, that has already taken place, or I'm feeling past energy, but I mean it could be happening in the present for someone. That's leading or has led to this Knight of Wands energy, which is a passionate action, but in the upright position, the Knight of Wands, I mean, he can be a free spirit. I think it's Sagittarius. But in the upright position, the Knight of Wands is actually paused. He's usually in action. He's usually passionate and always kind of leaping forward. But in this particular moment, he's paused for a minute to think or sort of build up his energy a little before he charges forward. So this is sort of the I'm ready to go, and I'm just about to take my step in the direction that I know, like he knows where he's going. He knows what he wants to do, but because he's passionate, right? He's going to follow his heart. He's going to follow his passion, but he's just about to do it. He's seconds from stepping forward into that brand new life or project or whatever. Then we have the Hangman in reverse. So normally the Hangman would be you're hanging upside down to think about it and get some enlightenment. It's sort of similar to this energy of the Two of Swords, but in reverse, you're either stuck or you're not learning the lesson. And then we have the passionate new beginning. So maybe the collective or someone in the collective or someone the collective is dealing with wants to take this passionate action, right? Do the rebuilding or whatever after the ruin that came before, but they need to learn a lesson first or they can't move forward on their new start, which is fine. Everyone can take a few moments, a few days, a few weeks, a few months, whatever, to reflect before deciding how to go forward. It's very human. The problem comes when you get stuck for too long and you don't learn the lesson that you need to learn at that time, and then the time passes by, but you're still sort of in the past having not learned the lesson. So hopefully that will get righted up soon so that this can take place. Then we have the Four of Cups, meaning rejection or discontent, listlessness, boredom, being unsatisfied with your situation or your opportunities or whatever. So we see some kind of holding back or rejection or careful choosing. I'm getting from this an energy of someone who wants to make their own choices. This is someone who isn't going to drink the fourth cup just because the other three were tasty or he drank them or he enjoyed them. This is someone who knows how to sort of say yes and no and carefully select their opportunities. That's the energy I'm getting from it. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, so working on something. So maybe, and then we have the Emperor, which is I would say probably the best worker in the deck. He's mastered 4 different areas of life. He's sitting regal on his throne. He looks a little tense, like he's ready to take action if he needs to. Like if he needs to go to war, he will. If he needs to work all night to get those shipments out, he will. But if he doesn't have to, then he's just going to run his company or his business or his war campaign or whatever he does. Whatever he's boss of, he's going to run it calmly, methodically, appropriately, with enthusiasm from his throne. So I think the collective or someone in the collective moving forward is going to be very careful about what they say yes and no to, what they choose to take on, and what they choose to put their work into, because they are bossing up into the Emperor, and the Emperor isn't going to waste his time on stuff that he doesn't want to do or need to do or find important, because he's important. He's important, and so what he does with his time and energy and work needs to be important as well. Not in a sense of showing off, but in a sense of, well, I can't stay up all night helping with like putting up signs on the road for the upcoming marathon because I have to get up at 6 and, meet the Tokyo distributor for the like $1 million shipment or whatever. Like he has to carefully choose where he's investing his time and energy. That's what I'm trying to say. Investing. He carefully chooses where he invests his energy and what he wants to work hard on. And I think that's the collective and their message. So let's get some what's a good idea? Let's get some mess deck. Oh yeah. So I made a new mess deck. I don't really know what cards are in here, but we'll just see. God, can you give us some new mess deck messages for the collective, the Star Fam collective? What do they need to know? What do we need to know? Just grab that one. All right, what does the Star Fam collective need to know? What messages do we need? All right, let's take these ones. Okay. Start with pink. Coworker. Be creative. So maybe there's a need to be creative or someone isn't being creative. Could be a coworker. Life path, also reverse. Meditate. Paperwork. So maybe someone needs to carefully think about their paperwork before they hand it in or whatever. Purgatory, it's reversed. Office space. And ancestors, it was reversed. So maybe someone is feeling like their office space is a purgatory. Maybe their coworkers aren't being creative or on their life path. Maybe there's a need to meditate over some paperwork. Let's get a couple more. What other messages does the Star Fam Collective need today, God? Copycat. Whoops. Caught them just in time. The mission is what matters, but it was reversed. So maybe somebody needs to get on mission. Driving. That's reversed. Work on their driving. Meetings. Night in. Oops. Night in. And relaxation. So maybe someone in the collective needs to have a night in and relax, and then work on their mission. All right, I'm gonna grab some of this stuff. All right, ancestors are mad. We also had ancestors reversed from this one. Ancestors are mad. Their life is falling apart, reversed. Religion / ideologies. Lies. Jealousy. These are some of the same ones I got before. Scumbag, maybe 2 or 3 readings ago. You are beautiful. Blessings. And wishing you harm reversed. So it's not working. Maybe the ancestors are mad because someone's life is falling apart or not falling apart. Something to do with religion / ideologies, lies, jealousy. And what else do we have here? Oh yeah, maybe it was a scumbag that was the problem. But the universe wants you to know you're beautiful and that you have blessings coming in. All right. I'm going to grab some oh, I know what I'll do. I will grab you an angel number. I'm going to grab an animal too. So the angel number 662. Have faith that your material needs are supplied and take human steps to put your divinely guided ideas into action. And I'm gonna get an animal. Oh, I got deer. If you can see. All right, deer. Awareness, introspection, triumph, and mystery. Oh yeah, this is the book of beasties. If you're into animal spirituality, shamanism, it's a great book. I just love the way it's set up. It's really cool. All right, deer, awareness, introspection, triumph, and mystery. I'm 1 in 20 million. They call me the spirit deer. My fur is snow white. As I move through the forest edges, sometimes I cross paths with a human. I always pause so they can get a good look at me. Seeing me connects them to the part of themselves that remembers magic. They will go home and tell stories about the moment they saw me and how it was sunny or cold or raining, and they can't really explain why, but they knew I was special. It's really cute. Even though they were alone, they felt for a few short moments as if they were utterly at home. The memory of me lingers as a reminder of the sacredness of all living things. Deer is a master of the places in between, and his presence brings the opportunity for you to bridge separate worlds. With Deer's help, you can also act as a wonderful arbitrator for settling disputes. Deer dwell on the borders between wild and man-made places, between farm and forest, or backyard and wilderness. You are being invited to stand with 1 foot rooted in your wildness or essential self, and 1 foot rooted in your rule-abiding or social self. In this way, you can tap into your own intuitive truths and ground them effectively into your daily life. Though wild, deer thrive in the more tame suburban areas, and you too can thrive in environments where there are more fences and limits. You'll find these places provide you opportunities for abundance. You may also find yourself as an intermediary between 2 different types or groups of people. With Deer's support, you can help them find middle ground. If Deer is your core beastie, people inherently trust you because they perceive gentleness in you. All right, and the aligning affirmations are: eyes wide open, notice beauty everywhere, hidden in plain sight. Leap into love, open your heart always with compassion. Share what's most tender with those who can hear, the lovely ones, the wild ones. The chakra is the 3rd eye. Okay, creativity. It has so many different cool things in here. I don't want to read them all, but I'll read you creativity. Deer have a preference for dusk and dawn. To inspire your work, get up to catch the sun rising, or take a few moments to observe the sun setting each day. Anticipate new beginnings and celebrate endings. And I'll read you love. A buck in pursuit of a doe moves in lockstep with her. Whether you are male or female, to improve your partnership, synchronize your schedule with your partner so you can connect much more than you have been. If you are single, allow yourself to be pursued. There is no need to exert yourself. Isn't that true? Okay. Bit of a long read, but I just think those books are so cool. This book especially, so this is by Sarah Bamford Seidelman, and it's a different animal each page. There's 2 pages for each animal, and then it has all the different parts. So it has chakra, beastly practice, vocation, wellness, creativity, relating, love. It has affirmations. It has the little story. It has the keywords for what they mean. It's just pretty cool. Okay, and I'm going to grab you a herbiary card, and then I will set you free. You will be free. Free to do something else. Okay. And I think I'm going to try to do another reading, so there might be another one after this. And they won't be two-parters, but it won't be a continuation. But I mean, isn't everything a continuation in a way? All right. We got Tough Love Lavender. And Pay Attention Nettle. Like magic. All right. Let's read them. So Tough Love Lavender. Okay. People think lavender is so soft, useful for shaping quiet space and calming rowdy children. But beneath her powdery scent is a hint of menthol. Smell it? That bite at the back of your palate? While lavender appears to be the down-to-earth and gracious grandmother who'll soothe your soul and sing you to sleep, you're living a rare and blessed life if that's all you ever need from her. If circumstances should change, call on Lavender. She handles emergencies with military precision, keeping a cool head and a stout heart. She'd make a fine spy, field nurse, or leader of the resistance, cloaking her steely strength under a soppy grand bun and the familiar scent of summer. When lavender appears, it's time to ground yourself and dig into the task at hand. Tough Love Lavender. And her name is Lavandula augustifolia. And then we have nettle. Pay attention, nettle. If we do not know the names of the plants around us, if we do not acknowledge the individualistic curl of a leaf or creep of a rhizome, they all run together and look like a wall of greenery. That's when we humans start to generalize, lumping anything without a showy flower into the category of weed. Nettle will have none of this. Pay attention, she admonishes. We're all different, all unique. When you acknowledge Nettle's individuality and treat her with thoughtful respect, she'll let you close. Close. That's weird. She'll let you close. But forget yourself and you won't forget her sting. Nettle reminds you to see individuality and treat the world around you accordingly. If Nettle is pricking you, pause and pay greater attention. That is so true. Last spring, when I was harvesting nettle, I was wearing gloves and I was wearing either pants or a long skirt because I harvested her a couple of times last spring. And so you're sort of crouching on the edge of the patch and you're sort of squatting and you're sort of, using with your gloves on, you're reaching out and snipping, and then you're with your gloves carefully putting her in your basket or your bag or whatever you're collecting the nettle in. And what I noticed was that I'd sort of get lost in the foraging. I'd get lost in the harvesting of the nettle, and next thing I knew, my wrist was stung. I'm reaching over, and I've got the gloves on, but you know, my sleeve comes down a bit and my wrist is stung. And the same thing happened with my ankles. So I had shoes, socks, and either pants or a long skirt on. But you know, as you're sort of crouching down there and you're leaning over and you're sort of moving around, um, occasionally an ankle would get exposed and the nettle would just, I mean, it only takes a few seconds of not paying attention and the nettle will find a place to sting you. And it does hurt. It's not like a severe agony or anything. It's just like a little bee sting type thing, but you definitely notice, and it definitely makes you pay attention. You're like, wow, I've got to be more careful. I've got to keep an eye on how I'm leaning or who's near my feet or any of those things. But yeah, so the general message for today's reading is going to be, I feel my way into faith one step at a time. And the closing message is probably going to be nettle, pay attention. If you resonate with this message, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.